was that like? I don't know if you guys were getting nervous at all having to wait around, but to see your name on the screen and have that moment, for your team and your fans, what was that like?
I was getting nervous. I remember last year we were the third team. We went Gonzaga, Georgia State, then us, so it was quick. This year we had to wait a little bit, and the nerves got there because I'm like, just wasn't sure where we were gonna play, weren't sure who we were gonna play, but I'm excited to play somewhere where we can get a lot of fans too, and I'm happy that my family is able to go.
What was it like for you, Max?
It was just super cool being able to experience that with our fans. I think it's only the third time ever this program's been an at-large bid, so just to be able to say that with these guys is super fun, and just to be able to go not very far and then play in that 7-10 game, I think it's going to be awesome for this program.
How cool is it to go back-to-back years, first Max and then Tyson, and how's that going to help you having been through this at least once before?
Yeah, I think it helps a lot. Just it shows the growth of this program and kind of where we're headed, and also I think it shows the respect the Mountain West got this year with two of us getting 10 seeds. I think San Diego State got a 5, right? And then Nevada getting in also. It kind of shows you how good this league really was this year and how they respected it. So I think it was a really cool moment for us and just an opportunity for us coming this Thursday.
I'm excited to get back. I think last year we just got a taste of what it was like because I think a lot of us never had played in a game in the tournament. So I think we have a lot of experience with all 5 starters being, played in a game. So it'll be exciting. I'm really excited.
What each of you learned playing in the game last year that you think will help Tyson and Max?
You can't start out slow. I know that, we hung with Memphis for a little bit, and then they went on that run towards the end of the first half, and it was just too big of a hole to get out of. So we just got to make sure we start out right from the gates, do it like what we did in the Mountain West tournament, but obviously play that throughout the whole game.
Yeah, I think kind of the same thing. Just stick to your game plan. Start off fast, come with a lot of aggression, intensity, and all those things, and then the game will turn out how you want it to go. But, yeah, I agree with Deggy too. So.
Do either of you know much about Northwestern?
They're a good team. The Big Ten's a very good league. They're, played in a lot of good teams this year, so it should be a good challenge for us. I've heard that they're very well coached and they're really good defensively. I heard they're 13th in Ken Palm, so very good defensively, and it should be a good test for us.
You guys have made a lot of program history and first and stuff. To have the opportunity to potentially win that first game in tournament history and program history in the tournament, what would that mean to you? What does this opportunity mean to you to have a chance to do that?
You got that one.
It's an amazing opportunity. Just being around this program for my whole life, it's pretty surreal to be living this and having the chance to go to the NCAA Tournament and being in a good 7-10 game that you have a chance of winning. So I think after it happens, when I'm looking back on it, it'll be really, really cool to look back on. Just now in the moment, I'm just super focused with my guys, and I'm excited to get out there and play.
I might remember this wrong, but I swear you were like one of the last players off the court last year in Portland. Like, what do you remember about kind of leaving the court last year? Did it motivate you? Like, I might be remembering that wrong, but I swear that was the case. What was going through your mind if it was?
You're right. I just remember I looked at the court and I'm like, man, I want to get back here because I knew coming into one of my college goals was to play in the NCAA tournament. And conference that my freshman year, I was like, man, I want to win a game now. And I just kind of took that moment like, all right, this is a place that I want to get back to by the rest of my college career. And I'm just excited to go get a chance to make some history with my team.
Max, you've obviously been around the program for a while. I asked Leon, what's been the biggest change that has allowed you now to make the tournament back-to-back years for the first time in Leon's tenure?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of every year you expect more and you expect to do more. So I think it's becoming the norm in this program that we expect to go to the NCAA tournament. Now, obviously, we expect to win a game in the tournament. We expect to win multiple games in the tournament. So it's just kind of how I view this program going up and how Leon's been building it and just getting these different milestones is super cool. And hopefully we can get another one Thursday.
You mentioned some of the little things too, maybe like travel or the way you guys travel. Has there ever been a moment this season where you're like, man, thank God we weren't sitting in an airport in Denver? And I don't know, is there anything like that happened this season you appreciated?
Oh, yeah, there's been multiple things. We got to fly back from Vegas after the tournament the morning after with just the guys. That was awesome. And I think we've had more charters than we've ever had this year. So, I think the administration's doing a really good job just taking care of us and making sure we're good to go and ready to play. So I think I've seen a lot of strides in the 5 years I've been here.
Is there any part of you that thinks maybe the loss in the Mountain West tournament could end up being a good thing, getting extra rest and all that stuff?
Definitely could be. It's nice to have your legs underneath you for such an important game coming up, but at the same time, you always want to play for a championship, and as much as we would like to be in there, it could be a blessing in disguise for us.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of examples that say it could be a good thing. Last year, UCLA lost 4 straight games going into the tournament and made the Final Four, so anything's possible. And yeah, it could end up being a good thing. We'll see.
You guys touched on it a little bit, but as Leon was saying, all 5 of you guys, all 5 starters have played in the tournament game. Just to know what that day before is like with the interviews and the shoot-around practice with fans, and just to know all that's leading up to the game, what it is. How much does the experience, you think, going to hopefully pay off this year?
It helps. Last year, I didn't know what to expect. I knew you always hear stories about how particular they are with practice jerseys and all that kind of stuff, and like the time you can touch the basketballs on when your practice time, and it's just nice to know exactly what you're getting into this year, and then use our experience to help our younger guys who haven't been there before.
Max, we got these pictures of like the last 15, the watch party back in Arizona or whatever. And
Yep.
You and your brothers look so small. Like, how does this experience compare to like when you were kids taking this in?
Yeah, I think I remember those days, like when just seeing Boise State's name being called, and those are some of my best memories just growing up, seeing that happen. So to be a part of it and to get the chance to go play in the tournament again is an amazing experience. And I'm just going to take it all in this week, and hopefully we can get down there Tuesday and get it going. But it's super surreal to be a part of this. So.
What were your memories or experiences like back then? I mean, because you were just a kid fan, right? So,
yeah. Well, some of those players on that team I looked up to and wanted to be like when I was older. So it probably propelled me to the player I am today, just watching those guys and seeing what they did, and all those trips to Dayton and all those cool things. So, yeah, just experiencing that it probably made me the player I am today.
Do you remember anything about that? Like, you painted your face, I mean, like, how did you take in the game and those experiences and stuff like that as a kid?
I remember going to Dayton and being like 20. There was like 20 of us there, and it was a true road game. I think it was the last time that happened because they switched the rule after we played there, and they weren't allowed to play on their home court anymore. So, yeah, it was super loud in there, and I don't know. I remember hanging out with some of those players and seeing how excited they were, and just wanting to be a part of something like that when I was older, and now I'm here. So.
Max, you said the other day you've been studying the stuff and looking at brackets and all that. What were you? I don't know. What were you thinking or hoping, or in terms of who you might play, or was Northwestern one of the teams you were maybe looking at? Or?
A little bit. Me and Lex talked about it in the locker room a little bit on just potential teams we could play, and there was definitely some teams where I was like, "Ooh, it would be super tough." And I think Northwestern's one of those teams. They're a really good team. They're like us. They play hard on defense. They got a good offense too. So it should be a great matchup, and then we'll see what happens from there.